All right, now we're going to look at the Ohm's Law wheel, or the PIRE wheel, and how we can fill it in. First, here's our wheel, and it's blank, of course, and then we have room for 12 formulas. First step would be to label each section with P, I, R, E, power, current, resistance, and voltage. Then we can take the voltage triangle, and when we cover up the E, we will see IR, which is I times R. We can write that down, fill in the chart. And if we cover up the I, we will be left with E over R, which is E divided by R. Put that in the chart. And carry on with the R, E over I. So we have 3 of the 12. And now we can use the power triangle, or power circle. And when we cover up the P, we get I times E, or E times I, either way. Fill that in under the power section. And then when we cover up the E, in this case, it wasn't the E, it was the I, we get P over E. And the last one, cover up the E, we get P over I. And we have 6 of the 12. Now we can take the power triangle, and instead of using the E, we can substitute the E for what E equals from the voltage triangle. So E equals I times R. So when we put that in there, we end up with P over I, IR. Well, I times I is I squared. So we end up with P equals I squared R. Now at this point, we will just transpose to get the rest of the formulas, the next 2. So we'll divide R to both sides, and R divided by R will leave you with 1, and of course P divided by R will leave you with P over R. And then we have to square root both sides to get rid of the square. So I equals the square root of P over R. Now, I couldn't put the square root sign over the whole equation, so that's why we have the brackets. Then we can transpose and solve for R by dividing both sides by I squared. So we end up with R equals P divided by I squared, which leaves us with 3 more spots to fill. Once again, we can use the power triangle, but now we'll substitute I for what I equals from the voltage triangle. So I equals E over R. And of course, when we multiply E by E, we get E squared. So P equals E squared divided by R. And then we transpose this formula to solve for the other 2. And when you do transpose, basically we just swap spots with P and R. So R equals E squared over P. And then last one, E equals the square root of P times R. Now once again, the brackets, you do the math first inside the brackets and then square root. And this completes the power wheel.